8 years ago, my parents expelled me from their lives and cut all ties because I chose to pursue higher education instead of joining their family restaurant. Now, with my career thriving and their business crumbling due to my brother's gambling addiction, they suddenly want to reconnect. The restaurant, a small establishment passed down through 2 generations, was their pride and joy. They always spoke of it as a legacy to be handed down to the next generation. My older brother, Clark, was their golden child, constantly praised, while I was perpetually measured against him and told to work harder to match his brilliance. After high school, my parents insisted I start working full-time at the restaurant to learn its operations from the ground up. They envisioned Clark as the future owner, with me earning a minor role if I proved my worth over time. However, I had already secured a partial scholarship to a reputable college to study computer science, a field I excelled in after teaching myself coding since middle school. My parents dismissed college as a frivolous expense, claiming the restaurant would provide all I needed and accusing me of betraying the family legacy that had sustained us for decades. Clark, who had dropped out of community college after 1 term, had been working at the restaurant for 3 years and was hailed as a natural leader in managing staff and customers. I proposed a compromise, attending college while working part-time at the restaurant during breaks. But they saw this as defiance, insisting I'd be working under Clark forever if I stayed. My father grew furious, calling me ungrateful and declaring that Clark deserved the business for his loyalty while I was shirking my duties. The disputes escalated over weeks, with my parents reminding me of the financial sacrifices they'd made raising me, claiming I owed them by dedicating my life to the restaurant. Clark called me foolish, saying college would fill my head with useless theories and that I'd never earn as much as I could with the family. My then-girlfriend supported my college dreams, which my parents labeled as her corrupting influence, turning me against them. When I stood firm on attending college, my parents issued an ultimatum. If I left, I'd be dead to them. I thought they were bluffing, but after my graduation party, I found my belongings packed in boxes on their porch. My father handed me $500, stating it was the last I'd ever get from them, and declared me no longer their son, banned from their home. I stayed with my girlfriend's family that summer, then started college, juggling 2 part-time jobs to cover expenses beyond my scholarship. My parents blocked my number and ignored my messages. When I tried visiting during winter break, my father threatened to call the police through the door. Clark posted family photos on social media, dinners, holidays, trips, captioned with phrases like cherishing time with true family or thankful for those who stay loyal, which felt like deliberate jabs. College was grueling with my workload, but I graduated with a computer science degree and landed a tech job. Over the years, I climbed to senior developer, then team lead, earning a substantial income, buying a house, and owning a car. 3 years ago, after a tough breakup, I met my current girlfriend, Rose, a nurse. We've lived together for a year, and she's shared photos of our travels, home, and dining experiences online. I heard through a distant relative that the restaurant was faltering because Clark's gambling addiction led him to siphon funds to cover debts, leaving my parents struggling with bills and rent. I didn't dwell on it, having built a life without them after their rejection. Last month, Rose posted photos from our Hawaii trip, tagging me and showcasing my new car and our home renovations. 2 weeks later, my parents appeared at my doorstep on a Saturday morning, knocking loudly and calling my name. Through the peephole, I saw my mother with a tray of cookies. I can't tell you the full story in short. To watch the full story, click the related link below.